That is right. You heard it here first. Actually, if you were on my Instagram, then you already heard it there. And if you were already on Facebook, then you already heard it there. But you've heard it here twice. I finally got my Facebook back after, let me count the days. 30 days of September, 26 plus 31 plus 72. 72 days since my Facebook was hacked, and I finally have my account back. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I only did much of the work and you did much of the work. Yes, thank you everyone who is reporting that page. I'm gonna break it down for you and tell you exactly how this happened. So anyone out there who doesn't already follow me, you can be on the lookout because this was nuts. So if you have a relatively large business on Facebook, or even a business at all, and you wanna know what do you do when hackers take over, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. And you won't like it. So this is how it happened. Oh my god, I'm like reliving it looking at these photos and I'm mad again. Like I'm just so mad at this. It was September 4th that I had a business Zoom call with a company that emailed me called Fresh and Fit Podcast. Okay, I hop into the Zoom. I'm sharing my screen. They asked me to share my screen so that we could set up this like podcast live event on Facebook. Now, I don't use Facebook like that, so I didn't know how to set this up. So it sounded to me like they were genuinely helping me. Here is the video.
With online events activated?
Yes.
You can just scroll down and there's the upcoming events option.
Okay, so...
There you can find a request which shows Fresh and Fit Miami, okay?
And that will happen on the 14th. That will be on there?
14th, yeah, on 14th, exactly. On 14th, or even you can do a test run before that, once you have the paid online event, okay?
Okay.
You can just click on that and there's a button, join as a guest option. You can just click on that and it will automatically take you to the live stream, okay?
I decided to record this on my phone because I was very confused. It was very confusing, but they were talking me through steps before I took this video to like add certain buttons, whatever, that I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just kind of taking what they say and I'm like, okay, so this is what this looks like, whatever. He's saying, yeah, it'll be there. You can even practice. Okay. Quickly, information kind of goes doop, doop. All right. So I just kind of relied on my future self there to be like, day before, I'm gonna try to click around, but right now I'm not gonna worry about it because this podcast event was supposed to happen like a week from the 4th. Next thing I know, I get off of this live chat and my business page isn't showing up. It's not showing up in my Facebook Business Manager. So if you have a personal Facebook account, right, it's just your account, cool, that's all well and good. My personal account wasn't hacked. They got in through a weird business back-end way. So I have my business manager that then has my page beneath that. They got in through the page, but they never signed in through my personal. So if your personal Facebook was hacked, that is different. I was never hacked on my personal account. They went straight through business back-end somehow. So I'm freaking out. My Facebook had 1 million followers. 1 million followers. I was generating, gosh, I don't know, between $10,000 and $30,000 a month through my Facebook. That's what was going on there. That's how I put myself through school last year. Right, privilege is there, privilege is there. I owed a lot in taxes last year, so that one really got me. Not only do I not know how to get back to my page, but I don't know why it doesn't exist. I check on my phone, and I see my personal page and my beauty page that I started when I was in school, but you can see this was my 1 million follower Facebook page right here. It still existed. It still existed, I could see that, but I didn't have access to it. Weird. Just weird, right? I'm freaking out. I probably spent 12 hours doing nothing but sitting at my computer. Y'all, by the next day, all of these posts had been made that were just weird. Like linked to articles that made like no sense, things that I never would have posted. But like, I don't know, people weren't recognizing that it wasn't me. My pinned post was still there. That was a video of me, but everything below that, weird. These hackers popping off. They are posting anything they can. I didn't save the photo, but they did post a couple lady photos. And they posted some like worse than pimple popping, like worse than that. They posted like gross like skin like zoom in camera. I don't even know if they were real, like stuff like that, just to get reactions, to get people to like comment on these articles, click on the articles that I don't know where that would have led them. I don't know if that in turn would have hacked them. I kind of don't think so. They must have been making money somehow. I just don't know how. I spent the next 3 days doing nothing but sitting at my computer, Googling, trying to figure out how to get back in. I'm emailing the fake podcast hacker people. They're not responding. They're blocking me now. Every help option there was on Facebook only led me to like expired help pages. Things that were not helpful and nothing that helped my situation, because everything about hacking said to report the page. But I was blocked out of the page. I didn't have access to the page. Even for my personal account, I couldn't see the page after that first day. So I couldn't even report them anymore. I couldn't report them. I couldn't claim it as me. I did ask all my followers, thank you, everyone who did report the page too. However, I did find, I had to do a lot of digging, but I found that you could pay, you can pay like $15 a month for a Meta business support live chat. So that's what I did. It didn't feel like right needing to pay for help when I already had the potential of losing all my income, you know? Like, it didn't really feel right. But I did it anyway, because I didn't have any options. Someone contacted me, and I explained the situation, and next thing I know, I'm emailing pretty regularly the business support email. So if y'all have ever emailed with Meta business support, they email you back with like a new email every time. So there's no email chains, nothing's consistent. Like every response, they answer like the next day, 2 days, a week later, responding to that email. So this just got messy. This just got messy. So on my end, I am emailing, explaining the situation. They're not answering quick enough for me, personally. And now that all of my followers are figuring out that the page is hacked, the hackers started to not just post these weird articles, but then they started to post as me. Like, I'm back. Thanks for your appreciation. With a photo of me from 2020. Actually, maybe before that. No, I think that was from 2020. Now, there were some comments, I wish I screenshot it, but there were some comments being like, this is not Hannah. Why would Hannah post a photo of her from 3 years ago to say that she's back? That makes no sense, right? I'm giving all live updates on my Instagram the whole first month this was happening, okay? So I ended up posting an Instagram video explaining like, hey y'all, everyone keep reporting, do whatever you can, let people know that that is not me, please? And I made the statement saying that as soon as I get it, I will go live on Facebook to show you it's me. And I had friends, like my friend Tom Flynn here, saying, now the hackers are gonna create a deep fake AI live stream of you. And you know what? I wouldn't have been surprised. They were trying to get creative. okay? They were getting creative with it in trying to make sure that my audience was still responding as if it was me. They even went so far to when they noticed that my following was picking up on this, everyone was like, pretty sure this is still not Hannah. They started posting my videos from another Facebook page. So they're generating income off of my face through another page that they probably hacked and was running too. I think this right here, September 18th, this was probably the funnest day. A bunch of my followers were noticing that if they said that I was hacked enough, the hackers were just blocking them. So the hackers, they were like, okay, we're not gonna have people saying that this isn't Hannah. We're gonna go through and start blocking all these people, right? So at that point, I had friends and family members decide, you know what? Why not call it out anyways? We're gonna be blocked. We might as well just call it as it is. So I got my best friend Logan commenting, y'all, Hannah wouldn't draw attention to people's bodies like this. Be for real right now. You can't tell me you actually think this is her. Hope she gets her account back soon. Thank you. My sister, my sister comments, that's a great personal story, Hannah. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was so good. I even saw that my mom was commenting, shout out to my mom, at that point that my mom was being openly religious in the comments, this hacker started posting religious things, like back to back. And my mom calls me and she's like, I'm so sorry, I think I did this. They were like trying to learn who I was and what I would post if it wasn't videos. It's wild. This went on for too long. Like, too long. And in my emails with Facebook, I was saying like, hey, this is defamation. Like, this is legal stuff here. And I lost, I think within the first month, it was 30,000 followers. On September 26th, Meta support was finally like, you know what? Let's have a phone call. Let's talk on the phone. Let's figure this out. And I'm like, great, finally. Movement. This is good. I waited for hours. During our scheduled time, I get an email that says, sorry, we missed the scheduled time today. We will initiate a call tomorrow. Listen, I'm sure they're busy. I'm sure Facebook workers are not being paid enough. I'm sure. Okay? But guess who is getting paid $0 during all this, okay? Guess who's losing her career during this, okay? By the time we have this phone call, because it was actually delayed after the next day too, so now we're into the first week of October, the hackers disappear. They disappear. Only an assumption that Meta support at least was able to block out who was logged in. At one point, it said 3 different people were signed in from 3 different locations that were not in the US. And then after this point that it said, the last post was 3 days ago, it said only 1 person was logged in the United States, who I believe to be Facebook headquarters or Meta support. So I emailed Facebook. They responded saying, glad to hear the news. I did not receive feedback from the internal team. So the person responding to me doesn't even know if that was them. However, they're on it. Great. Not feeling that confident, Tom. It got so messy, y'all. And then at this point, because, you know, I'm believing that I'm just going to be reached out to when this is over. So I stopped emailing. I stopped giving any updates. I kind of lay back a little bit. I just accepted that I was not going to be able to use my Facebook, at least until they send me an update. I've just been posting mostly for funsies on YouTube, waiting to get my Facebook back. It felt like I was giving up by creating another Facebook page in the meantime, but I decided it's better off to have like a backup anyway with my name, just updated like photos, I guess. And I only posted on there a handful of times, so I decided to do the math and get a little frustrated enough to do something about it. Okay, because that's how my brain works, right? I opened up my old emails and I did the math, and I figured out that last September, October, and November, all together, I made $38,000. And this year, I'm making zero, or if that money is being made while I don't have access to this account, I don't know where that money is going. So I decide, you know what, it's time to take legal action, because if Facebook is not able to give me my account back, then I feel like they owe me all the money spent on ads, at least. So I download the app, and I wish this was like paid for, but I'm just straight up telling you what I did. I downloaded the app Legal Shield. I don't know much legal stuff, y'all. Okay, so I did a little tiny bit of research, downloaded Legal Shield, and got on the phone, called around, and they set me up with an attorney in California, where the Facebook headquarters are, because an attorney has to be working in the state that you're like making a case against. Okay, so here I am in contact with a California attorney. So I emailed him some more information just so we could have timestamps, and I sent them all the emails that were relevant. And then he called me like a week later. He said he drafted up a letter and he just needs the address of Facebook headquarters. So I Googled the address and I sent it to him. By the end of the day, I was kind of second guessing myself, because I was like, what if there is a better address, or, you know, to who a letter should be to, I suppose. So I decided to email Tom, emailing Tom at Meta Support. So I said, hey, I have an attorney writing up a letter to send to Facebook headquarters. Can you give me the address? He didn't respond. However, I wake up the next day. I open my two little blue, beautiful eyeballs in the morning, go over to my computer, and you know what I see? Everything's back. Everything's back. I have access to my page. Nothing has changed. I didn't get an email from Meta saying like, oh, look, we figured it out. Nothing. Weird timing, right? So yeah, I got my page back. I went through, I deleted all the hackers' posts. I started posting as me. I did go live. That was awesome. It was so cool. There was over 1,000 people there at one point. So that made me so happy. I literally cried, because I knew that at least like people were still there. I went through, I unblocked everyone who was blocked. That was kind of funny to do, to see everyone who was blocked, because I recognized a lot of your names on there. I can't believe this whole situation. The hackers impersonating me was crazy. Meta Support pretending I don't exist was crazy. And then them only responding and fixing things when I'm taking legal action is crazy. I really believe that they owe me money for everything lost because of them. But we'll see what I can do, y'all. At least, if you learn anything from this video, don't screen share. Don't screen share on Facebook, even if you think it's like a reputable group. Just forget about it. Just don't. You know, maybe I will never work with a company ever again. Who knows? I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for sticking around. And thank you so much for having my back. Truly. I have a lot of things to post on Facebook now, so that's going to take up a lot of my time. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you later. Bye!